Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Yesterday, Trinamool firebrand MP Mahuamoitra spoke about Indian economy and the distress in Indian economy. So she played her role as a good opposition leader. Nirmala Sitharaman, on the other hand, our Honorable Finance Minister, talks about how prosperous we are and how well our economy is doing. She played her role as a government representative, as a minister of this particular government, and especially as finance minister. Now the question before us is, Baba, actually kya hai economy ka scene yaar? What is actually happening to our economy? Are we doing well or are we not doing well? Let us spend next 13 minutes to understand basically what is happening in our economy. Okay, and mind you, my editorial today are for common people like me, as in people who are not great economists and people who have got great understanding about economy and all that. It is for common people like me to basically understand, okay, exactly, are we that bad or are we doing so well? That's my editorial today. Let's get right into the show. So, like I told you, my editorial is not very jargon filled, or I am not going to throw a lot of numbers at you and some graphs at you and all that I am not going to say. What I am going to do today is talk about where our economy is headed. What I am going to do today is probe into the fact that what is going good for our economy and what is not so good about our economy. This is what I am going to do. So let us start with what is not so good about our economy. You see, according to a report of the National Statistical Office, NSO, they say that the Index of Industrial Production, IIP, has slumped to minus 4%, all-time low. The production has slumped to minus 4%. अच्छा, production slump होता है तो क्या होता है? When the production slumps, which means the manufacturers do not have job in the factory, which means that there are layoffs, which means that there are no new jobs, because end of the day, production creates jobs, no? So the first impact of lesser production is no jobs. अच्छा, no jobs मतलब क्या? No jobs मतलब no money. No money means I will not go out and purchase. When I don't go out and purchase, which means that there is a slump in demand. Slump in demand means what? There is no need to produce. Slump in production. So it's a vicious circle. So this is what the first point is, which is Index of Industrial Production, IIP, slumped by minus 4%. That is number one. Number two is exports down, consumerism down, no demand, less demand. So this is what I was talking about. Exports down, demand down, manufacturing down. Second point. Third point, consumer goods, both durable and non-durable, no sales, no demand. Demand has slumped. So finally, what really happens is consumerism, which India is known for. We have 130 crores of people. So everything we buy in bulk. Our TVs go in bulk. Our soap, our shampoo, everything goes in bulk. You know, I should tell you this. You see, as an advertising professional, when one talks about Indian market, especially in front of foreign audience, in front of foreign professionals, when one talks about Indian market, you know, those foreign professionals who watches your presentation, their jaws drop. Because for a person from England or a person from Australia or New Zealand can't even imagine the kind of market that we have. Can't even imagine the kind of televisions we sell, the kind of refrigerators we sell, the kind of air conditioners we sell, the kind of fans we sell. They can't even imagine those numbers. That's India. So when those numbers get affected, India gets affected. The power of our economy does not come from any governments, let me tell you that. The power of our economy comes from you and me. We, 130 crores of us, go out there and buy. And when 130 crores of us goes out and buys, that is when the manufacturers all over the world wants to come here, set up a manufacturing outlet and ensure that they meet your demand, because there is such a huge demand in India. Now, why are the manufacturers not rushing into India? That is because of government policies and taxations. That is where the government comes in. If the government gives them a warm welcome, if the government makes things conducive for them, if the government ensures that the foreign investment comes here and invests in India and therefore makes money, every single producer in the world would want to come and set up shop in India. Believe me, any professional will tell you this. So coming back to my point, the point is consumer products, consumer durable products, non-durable products also, the demand has slumped. Now, another very interesting factor, festive season sales has been high this year. Festive season sales has been high, but it has not made any difference to the IIP. The manufacturing is down, but the festive sales has been up. Now, I will tell you, my analysis of this is very simple. You see, sporadic sales or sporadic purchase and then not purchasing at all is not good for a market. Every festive season, the sales go up, and after that, the sales slides down. But that doesn't mean that the rest of the month things flatline. That doesn't mean that. It means a good economy, a good market is when you have fantastic festive sales and then the sales remains, not at that peak, but at some level. What really happens is when you have great festive sales and then you have no sales at all, there is a huge pileup of inventory, because manufacturers, they forecast their manufacturing, they forecast their production based on the sales, isn't it? So if there has been huge festive sales, the manufacturer do not expect the sales to go crumpling down. The manufacturer doesn't do that. So possibly what really happens is he ends up having a lot of inventory. If he has a lot of inventory and it is not sold, what does he do? Stop production. And when he stops production, what happens? Job lost. The cycle goes again. So this is one problem. So these are factors that are harming our economy. Now, what is helping our economy? The fact remains that we are the fourth largest GDP in the world. Fact hai. That is not a lie. It is a fact. The fact now I'm sure a lot of people will comment that the system is wrong, the way it is calculated is wrong. All that theek hai yaar. All that theek hai. Let us debate that on a different day. But as on today, we are the fourth largest economy. We are the fastest growing economy. Fact hai, fact hai. That is a fact. That is a fact. The retail inflation has come down to 5.88% this November. Fact hai? Yes. Is it good? Good. Is it same as last November? No. But the fact is it has still come down versus October. Okay. Food inflation has come down to 4.67% in this November. Good? Very good. Fuel inflation has gone up to 10.62%. Okay. That's the current, you can blame it on Ukraine war and Russia-Ukraine war and all of that. But the fact is, these inflations have been controlled. So to that extent, good. That extent, good. Now, there is a lot of talk about GST. इसके बारे में थोड़ा बात करते हैं. Let's talk about GST. People say, you know what are you talking about? They say, we have been collecting 1.46 lakh crores of GST for the last 9 months in a row. अरे GST कैसा देगा? If people are not buying, GST होगा क्या? People are buying, therefore GST, no? Correct. People are buying, therefore GST. But one needs to also understand another aspect of it. You see, I buy this spectacle, I buy this specs for 100 rupees and I pay 18 rupees GST. ठीक है? Next month, the inflation ensures that the specs has grown from 100 rupees to 200 rupees. So, mera GST has doubled, no, from 18 rupees to 36 rupees. So, when my GST doubles, it is not because I am manufacturing more specs. It is because the cost, the inflation in the specs has forced me to pay more GST. But on the record, what happens? On the record, you can say, boss, 100% growth in my GST, in my GST. Congratulations. Is that real growth? Is that helping the consumer? It is helping the government coffers because government is getting more money. But is that helping the consumer or harming the consumer? Now, what happens if I am made to pay 200 rupees for the specs? I have to buy the specs, otherwise I will not be able to see. I will not be able to come in front of you and talk about my editorial. I will not be able to read. So I have to buy the specs. So then what happens is, I will say, you know what, that ice cream that I have for lunch every day, that ice cream I will skip today. Paisa kidhar hai yaar? I had to pay double for my specs. So I skip my ice cream. Who loses? That ice cream manufacturer loses. No, because I am not buying his ice cream anymore. So the fact is, GST gone up. I pay money to the government coffers happen. I lose. As a consumer, I am not buying. But somewhere down the line, the fact that I paid 100 rupees more for this has hit an ice cream vendor. An ice cream vendor who operates in an informal economy, who doesn't pay GST. This is what GST is all about. So when one talks about GST going up, let's not get very excited about it. Problem hai wo. It is not that easy. Okay. Now the last point I want to make is, I think Mahuamoitra also made this point. The last point I want to make is about close to 2 lakh people giving up Indian citizenship. 1,83,741 people gave up Indian citizenship between January and October 2022. 1,83,000 people. Is this good? You see, from 2014, 12,43,000 people have given up Indian citizenship, which is inclusive of this 1,83,000. 2 lakh people went away from India. 2 lakh people who went away from India, no, they are not small people. They are high net worth individuals. High net worth individuals, matlab they have lot of money. Matlab they will go and purchase. Matlab the demand will go up. They will go and invest. They will invest in companies. They will invest in business, which means we'll have more investment in the economy, which means that we'll have more people getting jobs in the economy, which means that more people will go out there and purchase. So when such high net worth individual leaves your country and goes, it is going to directly affect both your consumerism, your demand and your investment. Now, how am I saying all these people are high net worth individuals? You see, when you are buying another citizenship, the people spend up to $1 million. $1 million have to be, in some places they spend up to $1 million to get another country's citizenship. These citizenship don't come free. Crores of rupees are spent for this, and these people spend that crores of rupees. That means if you have the money to spend crores of rupees to take another citizenship, matlab tumhare paas paisa hai. So assuming that they are high net worth individual is logic, correct? So this is the fact. Why are these people leaving? Have we deliberated on it? Have we sat down and has the government deliberated on it? Maybe creating wealth in India, people are scared. What Miss Mahuamoitra said there, I agree. People are scared to make wealth in India. Because if you make wealth in India, tomorrow morning IT, ED, the whole world comes on you. You are scared. GST, every department, every compliance department, the whole world is after you to figure out how कहां से पैसा बनाया. Now, that doesn't mean that we should have a free for all, go make money, do whatever you want, black money, white money, blue money. All that is not what I'm saying. But the fact is, we need to understand that wealth creators are important for our economy. You should not pull down a wealth creator. You should promote a wealth creator, because that wealth creator creates jobs for you. That wealth creator creates demand for you. That wealth creator creates your economy, and that very wealth creator makes your economy the fastest growing economy. If he or she doesn't contribute, it will not happen. And if these wealth creators go to Antigua and Portugal and other countries, St. Louis and all that, these other countries, your high net worth individuals are gone. Then you will have 4 or 5 top guys. Number 1 rich people, number 2 rich people, number 5 rich people. So, 2-4 jan. Bas. So you have 5 rich people and 130 crore. 129 crore 99 lakhs 998 poor people. This is what is going to happen to our economy. This is what is going to happen to our country. It is high time we sit and we say that, listen, while tax, ED, everything has to be very strict, but high time we sit and say that, listen, wealth creators should not be scared of saying that, baap re, mere बैंक में 10 करोड़ रुपए कैसा आया? अरे बाप रे, what happens if I learn 10 crores? What are the tax implications? What are the other implications? If that is how a wealth creator is going to react, then we have a problem. Then what he'll do is, the moment he realizes that, yeah, acha business aayega, acha paisa aayega, he will take another country's citizenship, another country's passport, and go. 1,83,741 people did this year. This is the point I wanted to make, and like I always say, please do subscribe to our channel, because we require your subscription to run our channel. So please do subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to our Facebook channel, keep watching us, and till I see you next time, that's tomorrow at 10 p.m. Namaskar.
To know about the latest updates on our new news app, go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.